Now the moment has come to announce the winner of the 2024 Booker Prize. The trophy will be presented by last year's winner, Paul Lynch, and joining me on stage is this year's Chair of Judges, artist and writer Edmund de Waal, who's going to say a few words before announcing the winner. Welcome, Edmund.
Thank you so much, Samira, and my goodness, what a beautiful privilege to be in your company tonight. This great commonwealth of reading that binds us together, this fierce and necessary work of the celebration of writing, this scrutiny of where fiction stands in our culture. You all know this is an unforgettable year for fiction. Pause for applause, I wrote. And with my truly wonderful fellow judges, Sarah, Yann, Justine, and Nitin, we have shared books whose capaciousness and whose depth of thinking and heart have profoundly enriched us. And we haven't slept at all, and we are friends. There is a great collective act of making books happen in the world, beyond the writing, beyond the editing, the publishing, the reviewing and discussing in schools and libraries and colleges and bookshops and book groups everywhere online. And that's the extraordinary, the truly extraordinary act of passing on a book to someone else. You must read this. This will change your life. This will start you on a path. This will bring laughter, solace, recognition, connect you to a story you didn't know, ask questions, even help you find hope. This is our precious ecology of shared reading. This is what tonight is about, the listening to voice, the pacing of our breathing to someone else's breath. And this, finally, is where we back away, we fade. All the noise should fade. This is about writing fiction, not finding answers, not solving problems. There are far too many people in the world with unassailable answers. But changing the questions, not what you know, but what you need to explore. Tonight is a threshold hovering, not for long, I promise. Stay with me, recognizing that language is unsteady and unreliable and contingent and stubborn and cadenced, and that its beauty reflects an intensity of attention to lives, precious, precarious lives, and to the precious and precarious world we share. I am profoundly honored to announce that the winner of the Booker Prize 2024 is Samantha Harvey for Orbital. Thank you.
Samantha is currently sitting with her head in her hands, but is being encouraged to stand and make her way to the podium. Hugs from those around her. Samantha's book, Orbital, is her 5th novel. She also wrote a non-fiction book about insomnia. I'm not sure how much sleep she's going to get tonight. Clearly very emotional as she hugs her friends and family around her and her supporters and her agents. Her book, Orbital, is set over the course of 24 hours on an international space station. We listen to the thoughts of its astronauts and cosmonauts over the 16 orbits, 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets. And here comes Samantha Harvey, the winner of this year's Booker Prize for Fiction. Getting her trophy from last year's winner, Paul Lynch, but first a hug from the Chair of Judges, Edmund de Waal. Oh my God, I can hear her saying. And Samantha, we'd love you to say a few words.
I was not expecting that. We were told that we weren't allowed to swear in our speech. So there goes my speech. It was just one swear word 150 times. Gosh, I have no idea how to deal with this. I have not expected it. I'm completely overwhelmed. I remember watching this last year when Paul won. Paul is a friend of mine, and I remember sitting in a hotel room I was due to be on the Today program, or start the week the next day, so I was in London, and Paul won, and I was just completely overwhelmed vicariously, and now here I am. I can't believe it. I have so many people I want to thank. I know I don't have very long. My amazing publisher, Jonathan Cape, my wonderful agent, Anna Weber, all the Booker judges, my family who have loved me and supported me all my life, my readers, the fellow shortlisted authors, thank you. I suppose it's fair to say that no Booker speech has ever been made in a perfect world, but it's hard to not acknowledge the imperfections of the world that we live in today. We are, as Carl Sagan says in his book Cosmos, the local embodiment of a consciousness grown to self-awareness. We are star stuff pondering the stars. And I would add that we are also earth stuff pondering the earth. And I think my novel is an exercise in that pondering. To look at the earth from space is a bit like a child looking into a mirror and realizing for the first time that the person in the mirror is herself. What we do to the earth, we do to ourselves. And what we do to life on earth, human and otherwise, we do to ourselves. Our loyalties, Sagan says, are to the species and to the planet. We need to speak for Earth, he says. I would like to dedicate this prize, therefore, to everybody who does speak for and not against the Earth, for and not against the dignity of other humans, other life, and all the people who speak for and call for and work for peace. This is for you. Thank you.
Samantha, we've only got a short time before we go off air, but I've got to ask you, you said on Front Row that you nearly gave up writing this. We are so glad you didn't, but tell us why you nearly gave up on writing Orbital.
Because I thought, why on earth would anybody want to hear from a woman at her desk in Wiltshire, writing about space, imagining what it's like being in space when people have actually been there? And I lost my nerve with it. I thought, I don't have the authority to write this book.
Well, I also was reading it thinking your book takes us up into space, looking down on the swirl of weather forming across the oceans, while politicians right now are wrangling at COP29. So I guess I'm wondering if being up there changed you, because it certainly changed me.
I think it has. Well, this has changed me. Yes, the thousands of hours I spent looking at the Earth from space have, I think, profoundly changed me.
Thank you. Samantha Harvey, what can I say? Our revels now are ended. Congratulations again to Samantha Harvey, the winner of the 2024 Booker Prize for her novel, Orbital. Thank you all for sharing a wonderful night. We're back tomorrow at 7:15.